for us to strengthen our relationship further. That is going to be upgraded into a comprehensive strategic partnership on the occasion of President Macron's visit in a few weeks, where he will deliver a speech during the Shangri-La dialogue and have a bilateral visit here in Singapore, which will be the opportunity to sign a number of agreements giving flesh to this comprehensive strategic partnership.
Do you see France needing to tweak its Indo-Pacific strategy, given the uncertainty of U.S. commitment? And in concrete terms, as a resident power in the Asia-Pacific, do you see France playing a bigger role in U.S. security in this part of the world? And will this mean an expanded naval presence in the region?
France has a specific responsibility as a resident power and has a role to play. A few months ago, when the aircraft carrier Charles de Gaulle made a number of port calls across the region, this was a demonstration of the role that we want to play in contributing to the stability and maritime security in the region, alongside a number of partners with whom we've been working and exercising when the Charles de Gaulle was in the region. Do we need to tweak or to shift the Indo-Pacific strategy? No, the Indo-Pacific strategy was laid out in 2019, and what we're seeing happening today is just validating this strategy and calling us to deploy it further.
So, in terms of your presence here in the Indo-Pacific, apart from security cooperation, of course, there's the economic side of things. Are you expecting France to step up investments and economic trade in this part of the world?
Absolutely, and specifically here in Singapore, I can think of at least 3 sectors where we are envisioning very fruitful opportunities. One is transportation. My colleague, Minister of Transport, was here yesterday. Another is technology with AI and quantum, and we hope to be able to announce some very important investments on the occasion of President Macron's visit. A third one is energy, where we think we can build very fruitful partnerships, whether it's civil nuclear energy, and I want to highlight the presence in Singapore of our most prestigious research centers of the CEA and the CNRS, from where we can build such a partnership and such an intimacy between France and Singapore. I also want to highlight our support for the ASEAN power grid. We're in the process of building a cluster of French companies with deep and ancient expertise in developing energetic networks. We will appoint a special envoy to first develop this cluster of expert companies and then put them in touch with the authorities of the interested countries in ASEAN that want to decarbonize their grid and make it more resilient, which is exactly what French companies have been achieving in Europe.
One last question. Looking ahead, you'll be heading to China after Indonesia, and you'll be there at the same time as EU Commissioner Barrot. So who is actually dealing with Chinese on the question of tariffs, right? So have you seen any indication that Beijing is willing to budge on products such as cognac, which targets France directly? And what will be the collective message to Beijing to encourage it to change course?
My visit is a follow-up on the high-level meetings that have brought together President Macron and Xi Jinping. It is a follow-up on the last 2 meetings I had with my counterpart Wang Yi, and which have been the opportunity for us to exchange views on many topics ranging from economic cooperation to the defense of multilateralism and international law, as well as our positions on regional crisis. France's view is to engage with China and to build cooperations in many dimensions, ranging from economic to cultural, but also scientific and human mobilities. And we'll be discussing this, of course. As far as tariff is concerned, it is the European Commission that has this responsibility to defend European interests. But what's for sure is that what we want for France, as well as for the European Union and Europe more broadly, is a relationship that is balanced and a true competition that is grounded on loyal competition.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.